Entrepreneurs Channel TV. We writing Africa's story through enterprise Amazons. We promote women in business. We showcase women in business.
Entrepreneurs Channel TV, creating a platform of expression for every woman.
Yes, I am Mrs. IJEOMA ANYIAM OSIGWE, the convener of this conference. You see, as you can see from the various topics and talks by the speakers, people are keen into it. It's something that they have been trying to suppress, but everything is coming out in the open. So they want to come and see and make decisions for themselves and be what they want to be, not hiding behind anything. That they should open their eyes and be who God wants them to be. That they should know that they are specially and beautifully created by God Almighty. In a perfect way, for them to be happy, to be fulfilled, and to achieve that divine destiny that God wants them to do. Nobody should stop them, and they should not stop themselves. That's the message.
My name is Joke Bakare. Okay, I was actually contacted to be a speaker at the event, and it's been wonderful so far. Very amazing. Okay, this conference is really about balancing work, marriage, and relationships, and I think that's an area that a lot of women struggle with. I struggle definitely with it, and the conference today has, it's a conversation that has enlightened a lot of us in terms of your emotional well-being and just those little things that matter, about never giving up, about being patient and persevering and just giving everything your best. It was a very successful conference. I'm happy. I'm really proud of it. All right, thank you so much.
As in the real name. And my mom was like, well, her name is Fina. I said, let's bring it down. Me, I am your son as well. So tell me her real name so I will know. And just in the process of talking, my mom now said, okay, her name is actually Josephina, but her dad decided to just call her Fina. This man said, it's just Josephine. Josephine. That these people just make so tush like that. The man came back to school. From a distance, he saw me. Joseph. Seriously, at first I didn't know. I'm telling you, I didn't know he was talking to me. I didn't know. He got close to me, said, yes, I met your mom today, and your mom told me, and your mom. Then you now mention your mom told me your name is actually Josephina, and you're now doing yourself Tush, you're now calling yourself Fina. I said, my mom must have told you that my dad gave me Fina, so I don't even know. He said, from today I know your name, so I know what to call you. I thought it was a joke. This man will see me from a far distance. The rest people did not even just so, oh my God. How many years do you have to Jordan? Oh, till I left that school. Till I left, and I think I was in SS2.
That's so bad. It wasn't like JS1, it was like 6 years. It was 6 years ago.
It was something that I had to leave for the rest of my days in that school. But the thing is, it actually brought him closer to me. Although if I'm climbing the stairs, I'm going to the art studio, I'm going anywhere and I see him, I'll run back. And people ask me, why are you running? I say, but art teacher is coming, I don't want to see him. People, and I'm so fragile, so so quiet, but then that's the only thing they know, that when I see this man, I'll run. When I see this man, I'll run. And the man kept doing this, but do you know during exams, he actually did something, because I was thinking that he was doing all these things out of hatred, or I got home during holidays, I was telling my mom, why did you tell him? My mom said, but that's your name. I'm like, he's not calling me Joe, so my name is not Joe. So I said, but, and just like that, then during mock, before our WAEC, my friend was ill, and he knows that two of us are like that. Okay? So, and what he was doing, he will go to the girl, how are you coping? Are you sure you can write this exam? What is happening? I have to come back and sit for it on her own. And she didn't want to do that. She stayed there in the hall, and this man he was the invigilator for crying out loud. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay? If I knew what I know now, if I knew it then, I would have told him, no sir, you don't have to do it. But then, I believe he was helping us, helping my friend. And he kept exchanging our papers, kept doing things. But morally, I would say wrong, right? Right? Yeah? But then, on the other hand, he could only do it because he had gotten that close. Sort of, that close to me. But then, I tell you, in February, was it February? No, early March, 30 years after leaving the school, we now did a surprise birthday for my principal, and we have to travel to the east. And I was one of the delegates from Lagos to go. And I got there, and the dinner was beautiful. We are all just, hey, I'm not seeing you. Everybody was there, and somebody called my attention. So, have you seen Mr. What? Is he here? Say, yeah, that's him sitting down. I said, okay. And with my dinner dress, I just like, hello, Mr. Austin, hello. He just looked up from his food, the thing almost caught him. He could not stop laughing. He laughed and laughed and laughed. And the way I was doing myself, yeah, I'm here. Yes, it's me. I said, you? Seriously, is it you? I said, yeah, that's me. And when he opened his mouth, I said, don't even dare call me that name. And as I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, at this age, I cannot bear you calling me that. He kept laughing. The few minutes I spent with him was, in fact, laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. Just because two of us understood that the next thing that will come out of his mouth is what? Joso. But that's not my name. My name is Pina, actually. And I use Pina Ebele, officially. Okay, so if you want to call me, call Pina, call Ebele. I'll still answer. Alright? Thank God I'm a Nigerian. Amen. Yeah, thank God I'm a Nigerian. That's the way I introduce myself. People were always like, seriously? Yeah. I always do that. Came back to Nigeria, I still do it. And then a few years, was it? Yeah, last 2017. I did it somewhere, and I asked myself, are you sure you're thanking God you're in Nigeria again? Now you're in this situation, you're seeing what is happening. But thank God I'm in Nigeria, and I cannot change where I'm being born. That's one thing that we cannot decide. Alright? At least I'm better off than the person that was born on earth. That one does not have a country of birth. Alright? I'm a Nigerian, I'm from Anambra State, and that's good, and I thank God for that. Dancing? Atilogu, no, but I dance in Queen's School anyway. I dance Egu Touch, which is Egu Touch. It's still a cultural dance that we do. It's something like Atilogu, but not as nah. We have our places there, but we don't jump up and down like Atilogu. That one. I don't think we don't buy flip. What are the people here? Not Omo. Yes. This is Ishan. You know Ishan people, they enter the meaning. Yeah? Omo. So that means my child is my friend. Yeah, Omo. And then, of course, now, as our person, his Igbo name is Chukwu Emeka. And his English name, because he's Peter the Third, is Peter. His surname is Ejego. So, my son, when I... Peter! Omo, Chukwu Emeka Ejego, make your bed! Mommy, so that's what happens with names, yeah? I don't understand how even Europeans, the effect of having a nickname, you know they enter. If your parent is angry with you, Peter, make your bed.
No, just it's straightforward thing, you know, and that's it. And the way they even present it, you even want to even do wrong many more times. Yes, because the way they will even call you, just like, you know what?
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mommy. Sorry, Daddy. You know I love you. I will do it again. Sorry, Mommy. I'm your best child. Sorry. Don't do it again. If you do it again, I'll be mad at you. I'll tell you off.
Yes, Mommy.
Yes, Mommy. And that's it. Nida? No, let's not go there. Let's go ahead. We're all welcome to this year's event. And can I get somebody, tell me at the back there what the event is all about? Somebody, quickly, anybody? Do I have a bold woman here? Anybody bold?
We don't form here, we don't form in fight conference.
Somebody's there.
We don't form in this conference.
We have to
Work, relationship and marriage.
Okay. Work, relationship and marriage. So we are here to learn. We are here to impart knowledge. We are here to actually build ourselves from different areas. If you are like that when you got in here, you'll be like that when you grow. Not in size though, but in mentality, right? Okay, so let's kick off. Like I've apologized. Well, this is Nigeria. It's wrong though. We shouldn't be starting late. But for some unforeseen circumstances, well, we're starting late. But we are here. We've had a good few minutes together, right? We know. Didi. No, Didi. Yeah, Didi. Yeah, okay. I was actually trying. You were going Didi. Okay, so let's stand on our feet as we honor our country. Okay. Ooh. Well, please, while we're still standing, one bold woman leader. Okay, I changed it. Sir, please. I said,
and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and ever-living God, we are gathered here today to give you thanks and praise and to seek ways in which we will know that your peace which passeth all understanding. We ask you, Father, to bless each and every one of us according to your riches in glory through Christ Jesus. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
So we can all majestically be seated.
Not around, but we'd like to invite distinguished Mrs. Cynthia Lema, who's standing in for the chairperson.
Please, let's put our hands together.
Have a seat, ma'am.
Okay, the next person is our first speaker, who is Jiwa Nasaya. Yes, it's Jiwa Nasaya, the renowned pharmacist. Please have a seat. Have a seat, ma'am. The next speaker. Next speaker is Dr. Timi Oyebode, a certified professional counselor. The next speaker is Chioma Okoye. I think she's represented. Okay, she's not on the way yet. Okay. So let's start with these three first, right? Yes, I have finished the introductions. Okay, so let's just go straight in. But first of all, I just wrote this thing. I was thinking about the theme of this conference actually this morning, not early in the morning, because I don't sleep now because I have a 6-month-old, so I'm up all night, basically. And I found this quote, which is very, very interesting. I'd like you to ponder this. I think it sets the theme to this conference, right? It's a quote by Kavita Ramdas. Your homework is to find out who that person is. Kavita Ramdas. And it goes thus. We need women who are so strong they can be gentle. So educated they can be humble. So fierce they can be compassionate. So passionate they can be rational. And so disciplined that they can be free. If we think about all of these traits of a woman, it encapsulates what we're going to talk about today. This is the third conference. It's about expanding the conversation. First year, we just had the conversation. Second year, it went so much deeper. I'm going to be blown away, I think, by what's going to happen this year. Because it's just accumulation of where we've come and how we're supposed to get to that crescendo of emotional well-being. In this Lagos mega city, it is so key. Or else we just go Kulu. Yeah, like in Lagos. Enter your brain. You know, like, what's that song by Fela? Enter your brain. Okay, so anyway, let me introduce the chairman for chairman remarks. Sorry? Mrs. IJEOMA ANYIAM OSIGWE. You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the little bit of the lateness. You know how Lagos is. Traffic. You will take 2 hours coming here. I'm so sorry. I'm sure our chairman and other people are still on their way, and most of the people that are coming. This is our third edition, third conference, third year, hosting this emotional well-being is our goal, Pride Women Conference. And I'd like to welcome you, Madam Chairperson, esteemed facilitators, our delegates. I welcome all of you to this third edition of the Pride Women Conference. As you know, the aim of this conference, this initiative, is to empower the women to be who they are, to thrive. Beloved delegates, our aim is to see women prosper in all aspects of their life, emotionally, materially, spiritually. As you know, some of us are Christians here, and it said in the Bible that, beloved, I hope that you prosper in good health and wealth as your soul is also prospering. We are passionate about empowering women to become the best versions of themselves. There is no gainsaying that our mental capabilities influence our physical capabilities. One of the biggest hurdles to overcome is the state of mind of every individual. Our mindset must be tuned correctly to ensure that we live emotionally balanced life. During our maiden edition in 2017, one of our speakers, Barrister Neka, her topic was Woman Build Your Brand. challenge each woman to do the following. First, to make an evaluation of who you are and who you have been up to this moment. Another one, she said, to question if you have been living a very purposeful and intentional life. The other one is the question if you are always just waiting to see what tomorrow brings, without being objective and intentional in your actions. It is important to ask ourselves, who am I? What am I? Am I happy with who am I? If I'm not happy with myself and who I am, what can I do to change and be what I want to be? Many of us are hiding behind a mask, pretending to be who we are not being true to ourselves. Our emotions are in tumult. There are fears, guilt, grudges, unforgiving heart, inadequacies, even taboos. A lot of projection and subjugation, and the list goes on. I'm sure you can add to it. We have to be proactive about getting our lives right. However, this is easier said than done. This is the reason for the Pride Women Conference, to help to get your life the way you want it to be. By bringing together women from different walks of life to share with us how they have faced and surmounted some of life's many challenges in an honest and open engagement, we can be able to draw deep insights that will help us to be our own lives, to help us in our own life journey. Those of us who were with us at last year's conference were visibly moved with some of our speakers, like Dr. Oluwatoyin Bode Abbas. She shared with us her audio journey from infertility to motherhood. At the same conference, she also accentuated her delivery with many insightful antidotes. She even said that every woman needs mental counseling. Every now and then we should go for counseling, that there's nothing wrong with it. It shouldn't be a taboo. We should speak out. These are amongst two of our speakers who did their best to advance the cause of emotional well-being by sharing unreservedly their experiences and knowledge. We are confident that the 8 speakers at this year's conference will equally do the same. As we expand this conversation at this year's event, I once again welcome us all and wish us fruitful deliberations. Thank you very much. So you are welcome. Thank you. Chairman. She's also in the business of emotional well-being. She's a certified marriage coach. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cynthia Ostenilama. And I welcome you all to the 3rd edition of Pride Women Conference. Today's topic is about women, work, relationship and marriage, and our emotional well-being. As a woman, we should be proud of ourselves. God has so created us with all that it entails for us to be emotionally balanced. We are multitaskers. We have that supporting spirit. We are beautiful. Look around your neighbor. Aren't we beautiful? Outside of the... And as an individual, as a woman, we need to be able to step up and understand who we truly are. Outside of the makeup, who are we? Who am I? Who I am is not defined by what the world says I am, but it's about who truly I am. So our emotional well-being greatly determines how we perform. When we talk about emotional well-being, what are we talking about? It's about the state of our health. And the state of our health determines what our performances are like. So we need to, outside of work, family life, relationship and marriage, we should have that me time. A lot of us care more about our husbands, our children, and no time for self. There has to be time for relaxation. A time I decide that today I'm not cooking. I want to raise my legs up and just relax. It is possible. The moment you fall down and die tomorrow, life continues, isn't it? So, women, I plead with you, here and now, have an open mind. Listen to what is going to be discussed. But your health, your well, you cannot perform as a good mother. If you're not in good health, you cannot perform as a wife. And if you don't perform as a wife, your husband will move to the next woman. You need to take charge of your life. We all need to take charge of our lives and be happy. When mommy is happy, daddy will be happy, the children will be happy. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Let me just start with, she is a publisher, mindset stylist, and philanthropist. She holds a BSc in pharmacology from the University of Portsmouth, UK, and is the founder and CEO of Exquisite Magazine Services Limited. The publishers of Exquisite Magazine is fashion, beauty, and lifestyle magazine for women. There are so many, so much. I don't want to go through all of that. But by the time we hear her speak, okay, you and I individually give her the title that you want to give her, the accolade that you want to give her, right? So let's make welcome Tewa Onasanya.
Entrepreneurs Channel TV, Africa's first gender-based television service. Yes! At Entrepreneurs Channel TV, our primary responsibility is promoting women entrepreneurs in West African countries. We also support women's well-being, share women's knowledge on a variety of subjects and topics, passions and opinions. Entrepreneurs Channel TV is on Intelsat 20. Our satellite coverage is within Africa, Europe, Middle East, Asia, North and South America. Opportunities abound for women-owned micro to small businesses, corporate bodies and organizations, and also government parastatals. For inquiries and advert placements, contact 0705 5053 843. Entrepreneurs Channel TV, rewriting Africa's story through enterprise Amazons.
Thank you very much for this honor to be here today. I'm so excited. The importance of restyling your mind for success. I'm going to be looking at my computer because I actually thought there would be a projector. So I have slides, but I'll go through them as quickly as possible so I don't take too much time. But so I'm talking about the importance of restyling your mind for success in every area. Restyling your mind is not always just about smiling or looking cheerful or just being positive, but it's actually about ruling your mind and stilling your mind to be able to give your life a different perspective. Because believe it or not, the life we're living today is as a result of our mindset. And for us to have emotional well-being, we need to be able to rule our minds effectively. And talking about rule your mind, I wrote a book on that as well, so I'm not just talking from experience, but I'm talking from actual living through it as well. So before I go into my slides, I'm going to tell a little bit of my story. The gist, and then I went on to publishing. And a lot of the things I do now were not things that I went to school to study. Most of the things that I do now are things that, are inborn or innate, so to speak, talents that, thank God has blessed me with. But for me to be able to be at the stage I am today and growing through every single thing that I'm doing, it's as a result of my mindset. When I started Exquisite Magazine, I had no training whatsoever in publishing, but I really, really desired to own a magazine, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle magazine for women. Sorry, can I hold this? Because I feel like people are not seeing me properly. So, so I have a pharmacology degree, and I decided to start a magazine. And when I decided to start the magazine, I had that strong belief and that mindset that I could do it. So the first thing everybody needs to have within themselves is a can-do spirit. If you believe you can do anything, trust me, even if the society, even if the surroundings, even if the economic situation of anything says you can't, but because you believe in yourself, you will go ahead to do it. I always say that before you can win, you have to desire to win. You have to start in your mind. Yeah? And do you want to dance again? Every single thing starts in your mind. So for you to be able to rule your mind, you need to know the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. Now your mindset is all the preconceived ideas you have in your head since when you were born. So there are a lot of things that we do today, and we're doing it on autopilot. Because from when we were young, our parents, our friends, our peers, the society has kind of like programmed our minds to do certain things. So there are certain things that we do that are normal to us. But for us to be able to change the life experiences we have to intentionally change our mindset. Now, a growth mindset sees failure as an opportunity. A growth mindset thinks I can do whatever it is I want to do. A growth mindset sees challenges equals growth. A growth mindset knows that feedback is constructive and not destructive. A growth mindset tries new things. So you're not just stuck in your old ways thinking, oh, because this is working, let me just stick to it and just do it for, forever. But a growth mindset is someone that has been able to still their minds, calm their minds, know that for them to be able to grow, they need to try new things. A growth mindset is inspired and excited by other people's success. Does everyone know that if you're happy for the next person's success, you're attracting that success to you? Do we know that? Yeah. And if you're unhappy, that means you're repelling success and you don't want that. But a lot of us don't know that. When some people, when someone says, oh, I just bought a new house, I just bought a new car, I just got a degree in da-da-da, some people are thinking, what did she do or what did he do to get that? You're, bringing negativity into the mix. But if you're emotionally stable and you can still your mind and rule your mind by yourself, you will know that somebody else's joy should be your joy as well. That's a growth mindset. A growth mindset also understands effort and attitude determines your ability. So a growth mindset is not somebody that's sitting there thinking, whatever I want, if I go to Uncle A or Auntie B, they're going to do it for me. No. A person with a growth mindset knows that you have to go out there and put the effort in and put the work in to be able to get whatever it is you need to get. A fixed mindset, obviously, is the opposite of everything I've just said. I'm not, okay, because I tend to talk very, very fast. So a fixed mindset sees failure as a limit and doesn't want to do anything else. So say you wanted to go to university and have a degree in whatever, and then the first no you get, someone with a fixed mindset will think, because I got that no, I'm going to stay back and not go further. But if you have a growth mindset, you will see that failure as an opportunity. A fixed mindset thinks that they can't do anything or can't do much. A fixed mindset doesn't like challenges. A fixed mindset thinks challenges equals frustrations and they give up. That's a person with a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset person thinks feedback is personal. So if somebody comes to me and if I had a fixed mindset and someone talks about Exquisite Magazine and says, oh, this and that, if I had a fixed mindset, I would think the person is talking to me from a personal angle and the person is not, willing to encourage me. But if you have a growth mindset and somebody is telling you about your business, you would think, okay, let me take on this criticism and work on whatever whatever it is we need to work on. Because whether we know it or not, we can't know everything 100%. We will still have that margin of error. And someone will come and say, okay, you didn't do this properly, and it gives you room to do more. Someone will want to explore. And then a person with a fixed mindset is envious of others. So which one do we need? We need to be of a growth mindset. Now, I'm talking about the importance of restyling your mind, and I can't emphasize this enough. And if you have a pen and paper, I would say write this, because literally your life depends on this. A positive mindset helps one seek happiness regardless of the situation. You know when people say whatever challenges you're facing, always see the good in everything. It's true. You have to even fight to see that good in everything, because most times you can't see the good in a bad situation. And like I said earlier, if you're focusing on, if you're not rejoicing with people that are rejoicing, you're not attracting that joy to yourself. And that same thing goes for if you're focusing on the negative thing in a situation. That means you want more negative things to happen to you. We're unconsciously, thinking of that. And, I'm sure not everybody wants anything bad to happen to them, right? But because of the way we're thinking and because of the way our mindset is, if we're focusing on something bad, that means we're drawing more bad things to us. Let me cite a classic example. If you go to your hairdresser, to your salon, and your usual stylist is not at the salon, it can't work. And then what happens at the end of the day? It doesn't work. You know why? Because you're sat in the chair, you're thinking, Michael is not here. Change your mindset, and you go to that salon, seeing a different stylist, and you're saying, okay, you know what? This is what God has served me today. Let me take it with joy and happiness. Trust me, your hair is gonna come out looking nice, maybe even better, because you're not focused on this person is going to ruin my hair. Another example is when you're going out and then there's traffic, and all of a sudden all you can think of is what? Stress, be late, and the traffic. Yes, no? Participate. I'm gonna make up dance. Yeah, all you're thinking of is the traffic. You're gonna be late. And I can guarantee you that 9.5 times out of 10, you're late to that meeting. All because you're focusing all your thoughts and your energy into the fact that there's traffic. But trust me, if you change your mindset about that situation and you just focus, yes, there's traffic, whatever, I'm still going to get to where I'm going to, you will make it on time. And trust me, I've had that experience, I've lived through it. So, restyling your mind, you must identify what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And so, restyling your mind empowers you. Restarting your mind also makes you feel stronger and confident. I said earlier that I started the magazine with a pharmacology degree, no degree in media, publishing, whatever it is. But because I knew what I wanted, and that mindset was there to make a success of what I wanted to do, I was confident. So when I go to meetings and I meet people who are probably gurus in the publishing industry, but they see the enthusiastic that comes through me, they will be forced to record with me. Yes, no? Yes. Yes. So if you're ruling your mind and you have a great mindset, when you walk into a room, people will be forced to listen to you because you exude that confidence, because you believe in yourself. And that's what a great mindset lets you do. A great mindset makes you look at things with optimism. Did I get it right? Optimism. I wrote optimistic and I said optimism, so I got confused. Okay, it makes you optimistic. Yes, it does. So if you have a growth mindset, you're optimistic about to that woman, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. But you have a growth mindset and you believe in yourself. So you're going to go into whatever space other people have told you will not work with the fact that I'm optimistic that it's going to work. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't mean I haven't done anything wrong. And I always say to people that if you get a no wherever you go to, it's either you're asking the wrong question or you're asking the right question to the wrong people. So a no doesn't mean it's, that's the end of it. A no just means that maybe you also need to go back and redraw the drawings and make sure that you understand what you're talking about. But a no doesn't actually mean that you don't know what you're doing. It means you're probably asking the wrong person or you're asking the wrong question. A growth mindset makes you believe in yourself. Another importance of you restyling your mind is that it makes you feel good about yourself. Your self-esteem is through the ring around you. You filled your mind enough to know that this is the kind of person I am, and your mindset is renewed. So it makes you feel good about yourself. Restarting your mind also makes you focused. You're not all over the place, juggling too many balls. If you juggle so many balls, you're bound to lose one of them. I want to wear flat shoes. I like high heels, so I wear high heels. So a great life means a great life to different people. So you need to identify what your great life means to you, so that you own that your own great life and not looking at the outside to choose other people's great life for them. So you have a great life because you have ruled your mind. You have a great life because you know exactly what you want. You have a great life because your relationships are great. And how are they great? You're coming from a positive mindset. Even anybody that has a negative, any negative mindset coming into your space will know that by the time we get to Uche's house, we're going to be laughing, even if we don't want to laugh. you know those kind of people here, that when you get into their surroundings, even if you don't want to laugh, you laugh by force, by fire. That is somebody with a positive mindset and a positive outlook. And so they're infectious as well. And trust me, that person might be going through whatever it is, but they know, they might not even know actually, but they've identified that if they're not joyful, something else is going to happen that's going to take their joy away from them. Another big importance of you styling, because you know where you're going and you know who you are, and I'm going to talk about that, knowing who you are later. But because you know that your productivity increases, so you're not just sitting there thinking that, okay, because this hasn't worked, I'm just going to wallow in self-pity, have a pity party and just sit there. But you're out there going to do something because you believe in your own self and you believe in your abilities. And then it also helps you overcome challenges. We're faced with different challenges every day. As I am now, I am currently facing a challenge. Remember the Bible, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to go from the Bible. Remember the Bible says that challenges will come, but what will happen is it will not overcome you. So the challenges will come. It's a guarantee. It's guaranteed. It will come. But you have to now still your mind and be emotionally stable to know and identify that, okay, this is a challenge. But then again, the battle has already been won for me. So it's not going to kill me. It's going to make me stronger. Another importance is it gives us an active mind. Your mind is constantly creating stuff. Ideas are constantly popping into your head. And one thing I have been doing in the last 4 or 5 years is that ideas that come to me, even sometimes might seem silly, I take those action anyway. Because trust me, your inner spirit is guiding you. Those are the ideas that are given to you. There was one day someone cited an example of the woman with the issue of blood. Do we all remember that story? Yeah. So she had faith in herself and said that once she touches the garment, she's going to be healed. So how did she know that when she touches the garment, she's going to be healed? Nobody told her, but her inner spirit gave her that information, gave her that intelligence. That's the word. Gave her that intelligence, creating your future, whether you like it or not. If they are good thoughts, I would say milk it and think more good thoughts. If they are bad thoughts, do this. I do that to myself. Stop yourself from thinking bad thoughts, because the bad thoughts you're thinking now is creating your future. Your life right now is as a result of the thoughts you've been having in the past. So for you to be able to rule your mind and for you to be able to live the life you desire intentionally, you need to stop and try yourself, fight the good fight of faith to stop thinking about negative things. Now, I've talked about the importance of ruling your mind. How many more minutes do I have? Am I still good? 5. Okay, so we've talked about the importance of ruling your mind. And I'm going to go briefly into how to rule your mind. And how do you rule your mind? You rule your mind by building a winning mindset. You build a winning mindset by knowing who you are, knowing the kind of person you are. I always ask myself this question maybe every month or every quarter, because we change as we grow. Who am I? What do I like? What kind of people do I like to surround me? What do I want for my business, for my finances, for my relationships, for my children? Why do I want it? What am I passionate about? So you need to identify who you are. So when things that are not you comes into your surroundings, you know how to, separate yourself from them. And that's very, very important for our emotional well-being. Another way for you to rule your mind is to be intentional. So you need to be intentional about what you focus on, be intentional about your faith, believe in yourself. Because you can have a bright business idea, and if somebody thinks it's not a good idea, they will say all the different things to bring you down. And you don't want to come down. You want to run with that idea, because I believe that if it's conceived in your head, that means it's possible. And it's just up to you to believe in it enough for you to go and do it. So you need to be intentional about whatever it is you want to do, about your focus, about your faith. And how can you be intentional? Number one, you know yourself. Number two, you embrace the imperfect you. So whatever weaknesses you have, embrace them. They're all you. They're all your total package. You know what your choices are. You declutter your life. You know, all those different things that are surrounding your house or your office. You know, you declutter your life. You also forgive as well, because a lot of us live in unforgiveness, either our spouse or our parents or our siblings, and we're harboring that unforgiveness. And that unforgiveness, you can't see it in your reality. Because even when you see that thing in your reality, because you haven't seen it in your head, you won't recognize it. Do you all agree? So you have to see it in your head before you can hold it or see it in your reality. So you have to visualize, use that energy, whatever, you know, when you're in a negative state, use that energy to visualize the best case scenario. Another thing, okay, I spoke about focus earlier. I've spoken about thoughts and you know, and the words you speak. So I'm going to do a little bit about the words we speak. You know, when you talk to children and you use negative words for them, what happens? It affects them. They curl up. That's the same with adults as well. You know, when you say to people, oh my God, you look so beautiful, I like your hair. How do you feel? It makes you feel good. And when you say the other things, it makes them feel bad. So just like you're saying something to someone that makes them feel good, try saying it to yourself. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I'm looking really good. And that's me to myself. I don't care if you agree or if you don't agree, but that's me to myself. And it's building my self-esteem. And I always say to myself, I use affirmations. You know, the words you speak, sorry, one more thing. Upgrade your view. And what I mean by being intentional about upgrading your view is that whatever you see in your mind that you want to become, live it today. Like I said earlier, today is the only moment we have. So if you see yourself as a successful business owner, or you see yourself as a PhD owner, embody that. You know, hold yourself, dress the way you want to be addressed. Do you understand what I mean? So embody that, upgrade your view. And I'm going to end on this note. Life is like a radio station or a TV station. If you don't like the channel you're watching, you change it. If you don't like the life you're living right now, change it by changing your thoughts. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep going.
Wonderful.
If nobody comes.
Okay, so you know what came to me I like this next speaker. I'll read just a small profile on her. It's actually in the profile book, but let me just give you the highlights of it. Dr. Timi Oyebode. She will tell us the name of the name now. She will tell us the full name. She's a certified professional counselor. What I loved about this when I read your profile was, get this, yeah, this is one person, alright? She is a young wife of over 13 years, a mother of 4, welcome to the club. Mother of 4, a trainer, an author, an entrepreneur, a farmer, national and international conference event speaker, and a regular radio and TV guest. One person. One person. Okay? And she is here!
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, such an honor to be here. Good morning. Thank you so much. And the organizers, God bless you. This is awesome and it's really an honor to be here. And I really appreciate every one of us for being here. Thank you to, and also everyone on the high table. It's so awesome listening to you, Ma. Well done. That was good. Thank you. Okay, I am Senior Oyebode, a Dr. Tini. My doctor is actually not medical. I'm not a medical doctor. However, many of my colleagues would rather say, yes, I'm a doctor of the mind. And she has talked so much about the mind. So I'm not going to bore you with that. Okay, I am a professional counselor, a trauma expert, and I have my PhD in professional counseling. And that's how I got my doctor. Now, what am I here to talk to you about today? I just like the profile and said, I currently appear in various spec also. Thank you. Okay. Just as the red house, I probably also appear in various spec. Apart from being a professional counselor, I'm also a businesswoman, I'm a mother, I'm also a minister, and of course I call myself a farmer. Not the Lagos kind of farmer. You understand? As in the real farmer. I own a farm, I run a farm with my husband, actively engaged in farming. Okay, that's just to take it a few ways. But I was talking today about breaking through trauma, abuse, and addiction. I told us earlier that my passion is all about trauma. And this probably would make us to wonder what things about trauma, why is she particular about trauma? What's the interest? What really does trauma mean? But this is the first question, or this is the first phase I want us to go through. Just in this month of May alone, I don't know if you can recollect how many the number of victims. You just had about one. Okay, some people had about 4. Okay, you have had about 5, 6. Do you know that averagely, yesterday, this day paper was giving us almost about 9 of them in the month of May alone. Statistics says to us that actually last year 2018 we had 80 reported cases. 80. Now this year from January to May is terrible. In fact, an estimated 30% of Nigerians are believed to suffer from mental health issues. Now, see, the cases that are being reported are just the ones we get to hear about. I'm a counselor, I get to work with families, I get to work with people, and it's amazing how many cases of suicide actually happen whenever it gets to the landline. Why? Because the family tries to manage it within themselves. And of course, the person talking to you today was also a victim myself. Twice, I had tried to take my life. Or if I had succeeded anyway, I wouldn't be standing here today. And so that birthed in me the passion and the understanding that many people are suffering. And probably what they need is just help. I shared with my people recently about this guy who was standing on London Bridge and he jumped actually into the river. And if you are familiar with that bridge, you know there's a lot of protections against that. But this guy succeeded and he still jumped. And when he was rescued and they asked him, what made you do that? Do you know what he said? Do you want to know? You're curious. Okay? He said, nobody sees me. He said, I've actually been standing on that bridge for hours. And nobody paid attention to him. He said he got to a point that there were a group of tourists who actually saw him, actually paid a little bit of attention by coming over to meet him and asked him to help them to take a picture. And then immediately he took their picture. He said they even forgot to say thank you. As in they left. They just collected their camera back from him and moved on. And so the next thing he told was finally confirmed, nobody sees me. I'm not relevant and I'm not important. Now, I have limited time. What's affecting your success, whether in your marriage, almost every area of your life will be affected if you have been a victim of trauma. Now, maybe you're thinking the word trauma looks so big, and so you're thinking, no, God forbid, I'm not a victim. It doesn't occur to me. But here are my questions for you. Number 1, were you ever raped? No, you don't have to answer me. But you're answering right there in your mind. Were you ever abused? Physically, verbally, or emotionally? Were you ever involved or a victim of domestic violence? Have you ever had to struggle to deal with a pain, an addiction? Something that only you know about. Have you ever found yourself struggling with depression?
emotional turmoil, or even suicidal thoughts? Have you ever wondered why you can't just be happy like every other person? Just yesterday I saw online, someone posted about, I think a post about, is it Bessie Rapport? About, well, the post she made about how her husband celebrated and helped us through the immigration process and the help. And I don't know if you ever saw that post. You did, okay, good. That usually when she's going to the airport or anytime she's traveling, the husband helps her out and then this and that. And of course, someone commented there. And the person said, wow, this is good.